And down below, oh, look at that lake. It's like a dark blue. Good morning. It's another day. Heading towards Seiad Valley, trying to do about 28 to 29 miles, and then camp out about 12 miles out. But that's the day. These huge flowers are everywhere on trail, but they're on the trail. In fact, there's a whole bunch ahead. The only problem with it really is you rub up on them and then you get pollen all over your arms like this. Oh well, there's more up there. No point shaking them off now, but this one's a good example of one. Really well formed. Nice. Look at this view. This is about northeasterly view. It's all the smoke from the Hendrix fire. In fact, since earlier you've been able to smell like, you know, smoke, like campfire smoke. But we're getting into it thicker and thicker, I guess. I'm used to the grouse flying off thing, but no, this is the first time I've had baby grouse fly off. A little baby. There were 4 of them that just flew off right away. Here's Mama. Yeah, I'll leave her to it. It always amazes me when there is a wall of rock and somehow trees grow in there. In random cracks, I guess, the seeds fly all the way up there and they grow. It's amazing. Amazing. There was a marble rim trail that branched off to the left, but that would have gone on top of formations made of huge pieces like this. We're just getting to see some. I believe it's marble. Cool. Get all that back there. There's a whole bunch more. Marble! There's the trail right up ahead, and look to your left. Big wall of marble. I'm guessing being in the marble wilderness, it's protected so people can't come here and just make kitchen counters of everything. There's more coming up, as you can see on the right there. Pretty wild. I'm holding this camera at eye level. Eye level. Look at these flowers everywhere. We found that bees are actually attracted to us because we've been rubbing up on these all day. So they're all over our legs, our arms. My backpack is covered in a little pollen. Look at that. These things are tall. Okay, I did lower the camera a little. Here's eye level again. Man, they're tall. There's bees all over it. Bees are gonna jump on me now. And there are fields covered with them as well. They're pretty though. Look at that view. I was wondering what kind of plant these flowers came from, so I looked down. And they look like sage, so I plucked a leaf. Don't look, I'm gonna pluck another leaf. There's billions of them. Scrunched it up and smelled it. It smells really good. I think it is sage. I didn't realize they were so abundant. Or earlier, I guess we didn't see any flowers for them, but their flowers are really pretty. My arms had more of the pollen on them, but I guess some of it fell off. My backpack is covered in it though. How often do you guys see something and you just have to touch it? Like, weird. This is a weird rock. I love how the majority flower changes constantly as you move. Like one type of flower is in the majority 1 minute, go 10 miles and another type of flower. There's all kinds of flowers in this field too. Cool rock formations right above. Man, this shade right here by this tree looks so nice, but if it was inclined upward, it'd be good to sit there and watch. Look at those trees back there. Yeah, most of them are dead, but still fascinating, huh? So many cool things to see here. This is Buckhorn Spring. Gut hooks, the people made it sound like it's just like a disgusting puddle. But yeah, there's some stuff floating around on top. We just kind of push it to the side. And seems alright with me. Alright, here's my method for filling a scoop from dirty water. Now if you skim the surface like this, it's gonna pull in all kinds of dirty water. So you get stuff in it, so that's normal. What I do is I invert it, stick it in. Kinda, you can tell where there's nothing. Stick it in, flip it, and it pulls in all the clean water, and pull it up. And if there's any debris that was on the top, it tends to push it away as you lift. So if you do this, and let's say there's debris here, lift it. Alright, I caught some, but it seems to work. But on a funny note, someone did say there's a 3-inch frog that lives here. He is much bigger. He's right down there. I'm gonna try to get a better angle so we could see him. He's way down in there. He's trying to hide from me, I think. But he's way bigger than 3 inches. His body is like 4 or 5. He's huge. But I guess he's like a toad though. He's brownish. But he's living underwater in this nice, cool, cold water actually, and he's just fine. See the back of his legs? He's right there. This is the first time I've seen blackberries ripe on plants. I'm pretty sure that's a blackberry. I'm not sure why the other one's red. I guess maybe it's not ripe yet. There's a bunch of them here, but they're all red. I'm pretty sure that's a blackberry. Let's see what happens if I eat one. Looks like a blackberry. It's a blackberry, alright. First time seeing them. Oh my gosh, look! There's a whole bunch here. But they're red. I don't think they're ripe yet. Oh, left side too. Oh my gosh. Finally get some ripe blackberries. Ripe enough. Yeah, I'm wearing my netting. Someone reported a lot of poison oak coming up in the coming up section. But it's easy to misidentify the blackberry bush as poison ivy. Maybe he thinks it's poison oak. I wonder how much more of this there'll be. I wonder if there are any bears up here. Actually, I think they were all raspberries, just some are purple. But that is a raspberry. Tastes just like raspberry and leaves a color like raspberry. There's a whole bunch of them right here. I already ate a few. Look at that. Some dark ones over there. I'm gonna eat a few more. Too bad they're not cold, they're really warm. Oh well. Check out this bridge. From gut hooks, it looks like last year there was no bridge at all, so we lucked out. Looks like they treated this wood so it lasts. Brand new bridge for 2018. So we don't have to walk over that. It's not too bad though, but brand new bridge. Good morning. It's another day I camped out right there. It's a tiny little spot right on the edge of the river. And it was probably the noisiest campsite I've ever had because those falls are right next to me. But I really literally did not hear a single living thing the whole night. I didn't hear if anybody walked by, no animals, nothing. It was so loud. But easy access to water, and I was able to clean myself. So pretty good site overall. This is the third bridge across this Grider Creek, so it's a pretty good campsite. There's another spot next to me. I didn't hear anybody come, but nobody came, so I think I was alone the whole night. I don't know, I couldn't hear anything. So I'm off to Seiad Valley. I got 10 miles. I'm gonna go 5 miles to that campground, and then 5 miles road walk, and then hopefully we can get to Ashland within a few days after that. You know what's another great thing about this bug net? It catches all the spider web in the morning. There's a lot of spider web. Sure, it's gonna be covered in spider web when you're done, but it's much better than your face while you're walking. It's so hard because you're like da-da-da, looking for poison oak, looking for poison oak, and face of spider web, and there's poison oak everywhere. So it helps. I'm at the campground after the last of the Grider River or creek crossings, and I saw this box and I was for sure it was all garbage, but there's actually tons of root beer in here. I don't know if it's free for all. There's only 2 empty cans, so I'm gonna have one. Alright folks, on the way to Seiad Valley between the campground and Seiad itself, there are tons of raspberry bushes everywhere. I've been plucking the big ones as I walked by. There were some houses on the left and right, so I walked by real quickly and skipped some big ones, but I haven't seen any in a little bit. Oh, there's some back there. But any more big ones, I generally pick the black ones. They, I know, are definitely ripe. The red ones, some are ripe, some are not. I'm not 100% sure if they're blackberry bushes or raspberry bushes. There's a whole bunch right there. Not ripe, but go crazy. They're all over. There are a few good batches. A little too far in to grab though. All these plants are really thorny, so you don't want to be just romping through them. Check out this guy. He's not red, he's yellowish. Oh, he's moving too fast. What is he? Every once in a while he stops. What is it? Hi, I am right outside of Seiad Valley now, doing this big long road walk. 6 miles of it, almost done with it, but at least you can walk quickly on the surface and you don't have to look for poison oak all the time. But I totally passed the 52 mile marker, so we have less than 1,000 miles. A pretty mild celebration, probably compared to some, but I'll figure out how many miles left we have to go once I get into Saiad. But it's about 10 o'clock, so it's just pretty good. And resupply and eat. Alright, talk to you later. Alright, I just ordered the 5-pound Seiad Valley Pancake Challenge, so that'll be coming. I'm going to give it a try. I think I could eat 3/5 of it. Looking at the pictures, we'll see. There's only one way to find out, right? There she goes. She's making the pancakes right now. They're huge. Just 2. That's all there is room there for. Alright.
She does 2 at a time.
I see the plate over there getting ready, so I'm got my camera set up. I'm going to record a time lapse, and I'm all ready to go. She said she usually sees people eat 2 to 2.5, and that's it. Oh, there it comes. Uh-oh. suffering through this for you. It's a whole lot of pancake. I'm behind schedule now, but I think I could still do this piece and another half, maybe one. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how anybody could eat all of this. That's impossible. So far I finished 2 and a little piece. Well, I thought I could do 3, but I don't even know if I could do 2.5 anymore. This is getting harder and harder. I think I have like 50 minutes left, but it is much, much harder than I thought it was going to be. I was for sure I could do 3. Oh well. I couldn't do anymore. I think I only ate maybe like 2.2 pancakes, and then we're starting to just kind of slip on. It was way too much. I thought I could do 3, but oh well, we're gonna do it. Hello. All right. I left Seiad Valley. We're doing the climb. It's pretty horrible so far. Well, at least it's steep, so. But we are doing points down here. But I did try the pancake challenge. Finished about 2.2 worth. And right now, my body is fueled solely on pancakes, Mountain Dew, and Pepsi. We'll see how long it takes us. And I do have another pancake in my backpack. That's probably like a pound or more. But let's see how far we go tonight. Gatorade. It's so warm. Reminds me of that scene in The Office where that one receptionist lady heated up Gatorade for tea. Gatorade tea is not tasty. There goes a firefighting helicopter. It's behind the trees. It's gonna get tiny before we see it again. There it is. No basket under it though. But it's flying back from the north. We saw it fly north earlier. But it's busy this time of year, I bet. I'm still climbing. I'm sure every PCT hiker will experience the same thing I feel. Where you're going, and you're like, yes, I think we're finally at a high enough altitude that I don't have to look for poison oak anymore. Because you don't see any for a long while. And you're all happy and happy and happy. And you're thinking, maybe I don't. And then, that's not it. Well, usually when I think that, immediately I see poison oak, but I don't see any. Oh, there we go. Still have to look for it. Bummer. Less frequent, maybe we have to go a little higher. I'm not sure if you can make it out in the haze. Bunch of switchbacks over there, it's probably like a road. But down below, there's the streets of Seiad Valley, and there's Seiad Valley right there. There's the river next to it. Pretty cool, huh? And there's the street we walk down, and we just climb up the side of the mountain right next to it. Pretty cool. I like it when you could look back, see where you came from. It doesn't look very high up here. Maybe. Cool though. We were wondering why there was so much smoke to the west of us. But I think there might be a fire out there. You see like 2 plumes going straight up? It would be weird if like the smoke was in the sky and then went down. So there might be fires to the west of us. And all the clouds we see to our east is coming from the Hendrix fire. Interesting. Lots of fires. Good morning, it's another new day. Like sunrise, I slept on a saddle. Campsite was beautiful. But we have to go up a few hundred more feet and we should be over the great escape out of Seiad Valley climb. Not too much more. It's a bunch of up and downs and a 1,000-foot climb, but it should be a relatively easy day. I'm going to try to do 30. I think it's, I'm going to do about 28 something because that's where the cabin is at. And I'm going to camp right about there. And the border is just like a mile down the trail. So tomorrow morning would be the border crossing. So, a good day, I think. A good day. This area is interesting right here. It looks like a very fresh burn area. I just came up. This is southbound. But as you can tell by the leaves, if it was a long time ago, it would have fallen. They're super dry and brittle. But look, super dry. So I wonder if this burned just recently. It's just like a small area. Look at that, freshly burned. So I wonder if like lightning hit, and it just burned this little area. The bushes to the left, you can tell their leaves are dead, probably from the heat, but not all of it. Very fresh. And there appears to be little holes here, like right there, another one here. I wonder if lightning struck. Oh, there's a tent over there. Well, folks, the great climb out of Seiad Valley is over. From 1378 to 5935, so 4,600. A lot of up and downs though, and unfortunately we're going to go down and up for a little bit, but they're not big, so. But the big climb is over. Now is the rest of the day. Look at this. Alright, there's a climb there, but look at that. Not much. Not much. To the border. Yes. That lake way over there is called Lily Pad Lake. And I don't know if you can see it, but there are millions of lily pads. Maybe not millions, but quite a bit. Aptly named. This sign actually goes to Echo Lake. But look how pretty they made the sign. Too bad it bent in the middle and snapped off the left part. But wow. It's nice when people take care of the little things like a sign. Oh, there's a PCT thing right underneath. I didn't even notice it. Getting pulled right in. Oh. I found a little bit of shade. I actually had to kind of scramble a little to get my body in the shade. But this part of the hike after Seiad Valley, the climb part's not too bad, but after it, it is so exposed. There's actually a trail above that road. All exposed. A little bit of trees, get some water, and it's all exposed after that. It's the sun is cooking. It's hazy, but whew, 1,200-foot climb, all out in the sun. I think those are roads. Yeah. Wonder where we're going. Wow, hot. I think I've used the word hot way too much recently. Yep, walking through more plants, but look at all the colors. Got white, purple, red, green, yellow, more red, pink, red, yellows, oranges, all kinds of colors, all kinds of plants and flowers. It's crazy here. Look at all these flowers. Oh, I tripped. Alright, check this out. This is crazy. This looks like a giant bread with like a butter glaze on top that turned really brown. Look how big it is. It is gigantic. This looks like the biggest delicious piece of bread in the world. Look how big that is. It's gigantic. Crazy. I mean, it looks so good. Huh. There are some weird trees here. Look at this one's growing out. It's got like a little one growing out. But this is the weirdest one. It's one tree, obviously. This one grew out and it's alive. This one grew out, but it's dead. And another one is over there. So weird. Why does a tree decide to grow like that? Doesn't make any sense. UFOs. That's what did it. Aliens. Alright, I had to show you this. I actually walked past it, but came back. 1685.4 right by Mud Springs. As you're walking along the trail, Everything seems normal, but it's a toilet. I don't know if I want to go touch it to see if it's actually in use, but that's pretty funny. Just like the one I've seen up in northern Michigan, except that one looks old. Let's check out its view, shall we? Look at that. Can you imagine waking up and having to do some business and just viewing this? And the sun's gonna rise from over there too. You get to watch the sunrise. Amazing. I didn't know there were toilets like this on the PCT. I don't know if that's functional though. Maybe that's why it's not listed. Oh, the bees have found me. The bees are really interested in me, probably because all the pollen on me. I gotta go. Hear that noise? Cowbell. I heard cows lived in these mountains. Ah, he's running away. He was deep in there. I couldn't zoom in and get a picture, but he's in there, rattling around. That's a loud cowbell. I wonder if he gets sick of listening to it walking around. Moo! 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 He can't hear me because of that cowbell. I think the bugs are bothering him. He finally heard me, now he's taking off, but he's still on the trail. Off the trail, buddy! There you go, sideways! There you go! There you go! I'm watching you! You are loud! Bye-bye! I'm now inside the Donamore cabin. Just wanted to check it out. Oh, there's water. There's visitor's log. Cot. I don't know how many people can sit in here. And it is stuffy. I'm gonna go find a campsite. But I'm gonna sign the log.